What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. Man, it's been a crazy week, crazy weekend. Good stuff coming. Got a lot of great news for everybody. A lot of companies doing some cool things, passing on a lot of savings to you guys. It's just some great news I have for you guys, so I kind of wanted to break it in on the stream. And I also wanted to explain the requirements of the giveaway, because we are inching towards the 2K giveaway. Last time I checked, we're about 41 subscribers away from the 2K giveaway, but we're going to start the thing going up now, and then once we hit it, we'll do another video, and we will draw the winner of the 2K giveaway. So, let me first say what's up to everybody in the room. Well, first of all, what's going on, gentlemen? Z-Liquid, I seen you've been in the chat for a little bit. What's up, brother? Country living. Yeah, we've been doing this cool little thing lately where we've been just like hanging out, tossing ideas about, vaping, about mixing, and it's kind of been bringing me to a point where I had the idea of, maybe also in the JFM development just mix group, also potentially have like a Zoom room where it's constantly going and constantly anybody can hop in with any kind of mixing questions or anything, and there'll be somebody there. I think there might be a way to arrange that, kind of like what vapeshack.org does, but for DIY e-liquid. So I thought that was a good idea and a good thing to start looking into, but that's further down the line. But it was an idea I had, which I thought was pretty cool. But anyways, so what's going on, country living gentlemen? Z-Liquid, Thad, nice to see you in here, Thad. How's it going? Lori, thank you for stopping by. Let's see, Cindy, how's it going, Cindy? Nice to see you here. Jack Strongman's in the house. What's up, brother? Julie's in the house. I think that's supposedly my mixing wife. I don't know. Somebody has to marry me for my mixing supplies. I'm just kidding. It's all good. Veronica, what's going on? How's it going? Tammy Olsen's in the house. Zesty Vapes. What up, Zesty? Hope that wasn't too loud. Luis, what's going on, man? Arrow. Oh, hello from Canada. What's up, eh? United States. Anyways, so we are approaching 2K. First, let me say thank you so much, every single one of you who are subscribed to my channel, who support JFM development in any way, just by watching the videos, liking the videos, no matter what it is. If you're watching, supporting, thank you so very much for constantly doing that, for liking the videos, for doing all that stuff. It really helps the channel grow. I can't believe we're at 2K already, but it's amazing. It's amazing, and I have to thank all of you for that. So thank you very much. So we're almost hitting 2K now. I briefly touched upon it last week about what the 2K giveaway was going to entail, and I also explained that there's some more thought that had to go into it, and that I was still in some discussions with some companies. Well, I have some great news. I have heard back from one of the companies, and it's looking good. Okay, everything is perfectly in place. I got them to agree to something, and let me first off by telling you this, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you guys straight up, because one of the big things with my channel was I'm going to be completely honest with you guys no matter what. I need you guys to trust when I suggest a flavor to you and have an unbiased opinion. So you guys need to trust me when I say something, and I need to be transparent. So, I was in talk with Liquid Barn, and we were talking about, if they could give away something for the giveaway, if they could contribute to the giveaway. And we're talking about that, and then we're also talking about coupon codes and affiliate programs, and I was just trying to see what their company had to offer. Well, they did have an affiliate program, but it kind of contradicted into their coupon program. Okay, so in other words, I got with them to start a coupon code program, okay? So in other words, you're going to be able to use the JFM development coupon code and get money off for my subscribers and my community every time you go and purchase off Liquid Barn, and it's substantial. Now, here was the thing that I want to be transparent about, and so you guys know that I'm honest with you guys. Now, When I was in talk with Liquid Barn, they were like, okay, here's what you can do, okay? We have an affiliate program, but it works like this. You can get a 10% off coupon code and keep 5% for yourself every time somebody buys something off your site. Or we can just pass the savings on to your subscribers and just give them 15% off, and the savings goes to you guys. So that's what I chose. I wanted all the savings to go on to you guys. I figured that much of a difference might actually get somebody to actually get started into DIY. I figured that would be the better route to go. So what we set up was a coupon code for JFM 15. We made it simple. I didn't want people to have to spell out development every single time. So it's simple. JFM 15 will get you 15% off every time you buy at Liquid Barn. And they do have some great flavors, such as the strawberry cheesecake that I rave about. They have Baker's Touch. They have the white chocolate peppermint. They have a lot of great flavors. They have that, what's it called? The creme brulee that I fell in love with. Like, they got some great flavors, plus their VG and PG and Nick are among the highest class for DIYers. So definitely, if you guys need to save some money, go use that code. I don't see any other money. All that savings is passed on to you guys. I figured that would be the best way. So that's part of the giveaway. So in other words, you guys are constantly going to get a discount now whenever you shop at Liquid Barn. So I think that's a win no matter what. That's going to keep paying off. Now, there's another thing. So I was in talk to them. I asked them, hey. Oh, thanks, Jack Strongman. Thank you for your donation. I don't think I get PayPal notifications on the thing, but thank you so very much for your donation, Jack. Alright, so now for the giveaway. Now, they also offered something up for a giveaway, and there is a little bit into it, and this is why you guys need to pay attention. They offered to give up a Tastemaker's kit, including a 500 ml zero nicotine base. But, and this is what it comes with, okay? It comes with the 60 ml bottle of flavorings. It comes with the, I don't have the one on me right now, but it comes in a box, comes in a kit. You've seen, if you have a question what a Tastemaker's kit is, I have a video on my channel, but it's a bottle of flavoring. It has the unicorn bottle, and it comes with like 500 mils of zero nicotine base. Now, here's where something comes in, okay? Now, they are giving you the option, okay? If you want nicotine, if you're a 3 milligram vapor, a 6 milligram vapor, a 12 milligram vapor, they will give you that nicotine, but I believe it's a $3 charge. They have to charge you, I think, $3 because of the FDA. There is no way around it. It's by law, but otherwise they can just hook you up with the 0 milligram one and you can nick it yourself if you're already into DIY, or if you're new to DIY, you might have to come up with like $3. But they're hooking that up. Let me just double check my email real quick because I want to make sure I'm giving you the exact cost. It should be, I believe it was $3. Okay. Just bear with me 1 second. I apologize for this. I just want to make sure I'm giving you accurate information. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we are. Oh, I was wrong, but in a good way. There's a $2 charge, okay? So it's even less money. So he's gonna have to charge you $2 if you decide to get a Tastemaker's kit with with nicotine, okay? So it's $2 if you need the nicotine one, which you probably will, but that's the best they can do because of the law, okay? But it's something, and it's good, and I'm thankful that they're doing that. I'm thankful for the discount code, and anything that they can throw in is definitely going to help. Now, the other thing that is coming into the giveaway is a Derringer RDA, okay? And now what a Derringer RDA is a flavor RDA, okay? It's a small, low-profile RDA. You can put a single coil or a dual coil in it, but it's perfect for your flavor testing, and it's perfect for DIY. So it'll get you started in DIY, and it'll give you great flavor, and that's definitely the RDA you want when you're flavor testing. Also, there is a little bit more that I am working on towards the giveaway, but we have a Tastemakers kit and a Derringer RDA, and there's a couple more things that I am working on for the giveaway, but that's going to be an added bonus. I think what that's going to be is that's going to be a surprise in your box when you get it. I might announce it right when I announce the winner with the extra bonuses, but there is going to be some bonuses in there. Alright, so now, what are the requirements of the giveaway? Alright, here are the requirements of the giveaway. And this will... Let's see what's going on in the chat. It's the RDA clone. Yes, Gentleman Z Liquid. The RDA from Derringer, that Derringer RDA, that is a clone. I got it when I got my 3 Derringer RDAs, and I got a Hadley at the same time. And I only really needed 2, so I was going to give that away. Alright, so the requirements of the giveaway is, one, well, you should probably be subscribed to my channel, so that's probably something. Also, here's the main important things. I want you guys to follow me on Instagram, alright? The JFM_development is my Instagram. And there's also a link in the description for my Instagram account. And here's what you have to do. You have to post something on Instagram. It could be a hand check. It could be anything. Okay? But you have to use the hashtag JFM2K. Okay? So JFM2K. And what that will do is that will give me a way to track whoever's doing it. And that will be able to let me use the randomizer. So I will be able to pick the winners. So make sure you're using JFM2K to be entered into the drawing on Instagram, okay? So be subscribed, which it's a subscriber giveaway. Probably should be subscribed. Also follow me on Instagram and use the hashtag JFM2K in any post. If you post a picture, it could be a hand check, it could be a picture of your RDA, it could be your brand new recipe. And actually check out my new Instagram. It's actually a new way to spread DIY. I've been putting recipes on pictures, on nice pictures in the front. I know I'm not the first one to do it, but it's a really new way to look at recipes in a different way with a cool background of like what I envisioned the recipe to be before I made it and all that other stuff. So it's just a new way to look at cool. Country Living is asking if there are any shipping restrictions. I would say there shouldn't be. Liquid Barn is handling the Liquid Barn part, so let me just double check what Liquid Barn's rules are. That's a very good point. Again, I don't do giveaways all that often, so I'm not too sure. Let's see. Enter. See what their shipping says. Shipping information. I would say it's you know what? Let's just say anywhere where it's legal to vape, we're gonna do, okay? As long as it has no nicotine in it. If it has nicotine in it, then it will be a problem. But anywhere where it's legal to vape, I will ship it. If Liquid Barn doesn't handle anywhere except for the USA, then I'll have them ship it to me, and then I'll ship it back out, okay? So we'll make it global as long as vaping is allowed where you live, okay? So I will ship wherever, but chances are, I think most of my subscriber base is based in America or Europe, so I don't think there'll be a problem. So let's just go with global, I guess. I don't know. We'll go with global. I don't think there'll be a big deal. I'll if anything happens and I have to eat some cost for shipping, I will do that for you guys. So let's just say it's global, I guess. I'm sorry, I just don't do this much. Zesty Vape said, you must be subbed to my channel. Well, I don't know. I don't do these giveaways all that much. Like, I don't know. I thought that's just what you say, right? Hey, Zesty Vapes, heard you getting mentioned in one of John's vids. I will check you out too, but yeah, Carl, definitely check out Zesty Vapes. I mean, he's a wise ass, but he's a cool dude. Let's see, anything else I missed? I have an interesting recipe for you guys today too. I really do. I'm excited for it, but I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything interesting. Alright, let's see. Alright, well, N Hall actually says it has to be zero nick for Canadian customs. Okay, well, there you go. So, I guess it's going to depend on a contingency of things. So, what will happen is if I draw somebody in their international, say, Canada or Europe or Africa or wherever, I will get together with that person and we will try to find some common ground on how to get it to them. If there are restrictions with nicotine, we'll probably have to make it be no nicotine, and we'll figure it out. We'll get it going. But I don't want to say no to anybody. I want everybody to have a fair shake at it. So, again, just use the hashtag JFM4K. No, sorry, 2K. JFM2K. I'm getting ahead of myself. JFM2K and Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okie dokie. Oh, wait, I missed something. Chris B said, hey, John, I'm not good with computers. Don't own one, just my phone. How to post a pic on Instagram? Oh, that's really easy. Actually, Instagram is pretty much mainly phone-based. So all you do is you can just take a picture of your mod. Actually, you know what? I will show you real quick. I hope you guys don't mind. But I should be able to do it. Okay. Let's see. Alright, 1 second. Just bear with me. This is going to be the coolest thing ever. I'm going to show you guys how to use I'm going to show you guys my phone screen. Gotta love that Samsung. Yeah, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just going to pull up my Samsung screen and I'm going to show you guys right away. It's just connecting to the Wi-Fi. Okay, here we go. Let's see, open. Let's see, come on. Alright, there we go. Sorry, you know, has to connect to the internet. Connecting to desktop. Boom. Of course it takes forever when, you know, you need to do something. It always happens that way. Well, let me read out the chat comments while this is taking its sweet time. Oh, John Phenom, welcome to the stream, buddy. It's nice to see you. A connection failed, of course. Of course. Alrighty, we got it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my desktop. And I'm going to open my screen. Phone screen. Alright, it's going to be the simplest thing ever. Okay. So, I'm going to share my right desktop. Alright, so this is my phone screen, okay? Alright, so, who is asking? Let me just make sure I grab his attention. Alright, so Chris B, make sure you're watching right now, okay? So Chris B. Now, this is Instagram, okay? This is what I want you to do. First of all, I want you to follow me, okay? So, you gotta search JFM Development. So, just, like, use that search bar and search, like, JFM_development. So, it'll be JFM underscore development, and then this will pop up, and click on that, and then there'll be like a follow button, but since it's me, it's not going to be there, but there'll be a follow button somewhere. You're going to want to hit the follow button, and then when you want to post a picture, what you need to do is you need to press this button right here. This will pull up all your pictures. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure there's nothing embarrassing. Okay. Alright, we're good. Okay. So here we are again. So now once you... Alright, let me go back one. Alright, so here's the screen. So when you want to post a picture, you take a picture of your mod, your RDA, whatever you want to post on Instagram, okay? Then you press this plus button right here. And then basically you can pick whatever. Like I already posted this, but say this is the picture you want. You just click on it and then hit next. And then basically you can go through all these filters and hit next. And then basically you go right here, and whatever you do right here, you want to make sure you put the hashtag JFM2K like that, okay? So as long as you put hashtag JFM2K on whatever you're posting, and then you press share, that's right here. That's all you need to do. And then once it posts up, that's all you need. So just make sure you follow me like I showed you, and then share. And that's pretty much all you need to do, okay? So it's not too hard. So it's kind of funny I did an Instagram tutorial on my live stream. But hey, we do it all. We do it all. Alrighty, so let's see to make sure I didn't miss anything. At JFM Development, it sounds like you're in a swimming pool, or is it just me hearing running water? Maybe it's my computer fans. Well, I just quieted down my computer fans. It might have been my computer fans. Sorry if it was. Also, yeah, I'm on the right microphone too, so I'm not sure why it would sound like that. I apologize if there's some background noise. I'll investigate after the stream, see if I can fix it anyways, but my computer can be pretty loud at times. Oh, yeah, so another topic I want to talk about too, really quick, before I jump into the recipe I'm making today, and it's definitely an important topic. Let's see, Crispy says, thank you, John. Also is wondering on phone how I can rate your recipe on ELR. Alright, let's do one more tutorial on ELR real quick. This is very easy. That's another thing I want to go over too. So, alright, so let me go to the right desktop. Alright, so if you guys didn't know already, I submitted a recipe into Bull City to be in a Bull City Vapor recipe pack. So if any of you guys have tried Strawtastic, that's the recipe I submitted to be a Bull City recipe pack, and they're going to judge them. But what I'm asking my subscribers to do is, if you tried it, make sure you go to that recipe on ELR and leave some feedback. Rate it fairly, rate it however you think it rates. I'm not asking you to lie for me. I'm just asking you to share exactly what you thought of it. If you liked it, just, write a comment to say what you felt about it, and make sure you use the stars and you just rate it and let them know. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to rate a recipe. Just so you know, this is a recipe I'm working on. It's private. It's not public yet, but I'm still working on it. I don't mind. It actually came out really good. I just haven't released it. But here it is, okay? So if you want to rate a recipe on ELR, if you're confused, what you want to do is you want to go to these stars right here, and you want to click on whatever you. So if it's a horrible recipe, 1 star. If it's a recipe you think kind of needs a lot of work, I would do 2 stars. If it's a recipe that's okay, but it's not really in your flavor profile, and if it's 4, it's a good recipe, but it's not quite there. You just think it needs something else. I'll do 4. 5 stars, probably like the best recipe. You'll love the recipe. It was great. You could vape it all day. I mean, that's pretty much how I usually rate a recipe. That's how I look at it. So to rate a recipe, you want to click on the 5 stars, and you'll see all the stars will highlight like that, and that's how you rate it. Let me just cancel it out. I don't want to rate my own recipes. And so that's a 5-star. And then comments. So to leave feedback too, like be like, oh, I love the recipe. I mixed it up. Your experience with it. Oh, it steeped this long and it tasted great. Or whatever you want to leave in the feedback, support, whatever. Just put it in the feedback. So basically, that is how you rate on ELR Crispy. And leave comments. And also, if you guys tried Strawtastic, please make sure you go rate it and leave a comment about it. Now, it was actually perfect that you mentioned this Crispy, because this is kind of our segue right now. And let me go back to the other camera. This is basically the topic of our next discussion. And I know some of you have probably already heard about it, and you guys are probably just like, oh, either will it stop, or you guys are enraged. Now, I was kind of mad about this yesterday, and that's why I kind of didn't really want to do a live stream, because I knew I would probably bring it up, and I was kind of too sore about it. So I didn't want to, say anything on a live stream, say anything stupid, or say anything I regret. But today, I'm kind of have like a fresh eyes towards it, and I'm kind of like in a better mood, and I'm not dwelling on it. But basically, the problem is with e-liquid recipes. Now, what happened with e-liquid recipes? E-liquid recipes, the creator and owner and person who maintains the site, Lars, he supposedly was in talks with the Vapor Depot. It's this UK website. They sell some DIY stuff, and they sell one-shot concentrates. Now, apparently, there was a discussion, and him allegedly said that he agreed that they could have recipe packs or something, or flavor samples of the flavors, but not actually sell them in one shots. And there were some arguments back inside on who said who, but what basically happened was the Vapor Depot ended up selling one shots from this company, from DIYers that never gave them permission, and they were just taking recipes off the eliquidrecipes.com, selling these one shots and profiting off of it. And only once they got caught is when a big deal happened. All right, so now what do I think of all this? I mean, that was just an explanation in a nutshell. I mean, you guys could probably read up a whole lot more on it. I mean, I didn't want to get too much into details, but here's my stance on it. Okay. I bet a lot of you who have been watching me for a while have heard me say so many times, and this was my reservations about ELR, and still is that I never wanted to use them in the first place because they are on a public server. And anything that is on the internet in a public server, once it's not on your own hard drive and in your own private home, it leaves it up for anybody to grab. All of your intellectual property, anything. It leaves it up for anybody to grab, anybody to rip off, anything like that. And I knew that. And the only reason why I personally decided to start using ELR is because of the community. Because I wanted to help people starting DIY. And I want to help people quit smoking and have good recipes to vape. And that's the only reason I started using DIY. Otherwise, I have a phone. My phone has like 100 times more recipes than you'll even see in my ELR. I'll grab my phone at the mixing table, mix things up like multiple times, and do it on my phone. I rarely ever use e-liquid recipes, only when it's sharing stuff with you. Now, if I was to go like, and a lot of these bigger DIYers, they're like really enraged about it, and I don't blame them. They should be. But with that said, if they were planning to profit off of it and they were worried about other people taking it, it should have never left their personal possession. Like either be on their own hard disk or be on a piece of paper, but not in the public domain. I mean, there is an element of risk when any of your information is in the public domain, and that's why if I was to want to sell something, I would keep it in my own private disk and then go and sell it later down the road if I want to sell it and I didn't want to share it. But there's also, a kind of give and take where you have to be like, okay, well, I can't hold on to something for everything, and would I rather have the community have some good recipes? And there's kind of like a give and take where you have to be like, okay, well, you know what? You can't always be money motivated either. You have to be like, oh, hey, well, I kind of want to give this recipe out so they have something good to vape, and you can't just hold on to everything. So, I mean, it's a big conundrum. It's a big conundrum, but I just knew it was gonna happen. I don't know. I guess that's really like all I can say about that. It's a clusterfuck. Excuse my language, but it is. All right, let me re-drip for a minute. Grab a drink. Oh, slipping out of my hands. All right, so basically, if you put out recipes in the public, expect them to get stolen. That's pretty much the only option. I mean, of course, like if somebody steals your recipe and profits off of it, yeah, you're gonna be pissed off because you should be getting the credit. But what are you gonna do? Like, what's the solution here? Because at the same time, you want to put those recipes out there to help people. I mean, it's a hard topic. It's a hard topic. So I don't know. All right, so let's see if anybody interjected or anything. C4 on game. What's up, brother? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. All right, let's see. Anything else going on? Let's see, dashboard. Okay. Carl Jones says I upload a pic saying hashtag JFM2K. Is that right? It doesn't need to be a capital K or anything. No, that should be fine. Country Living says the problem is you can't copyright a recipe not without tons of money. That's why Coke and Pepsi have secret recipes, and the courts rule it that way in a few cases. Yeah, well, exactly. And, well, that brings up an excellent point. Like, you got these companies, such as Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and, like, those are good examples. Or, like, the people who make KFC chicken or McDonald's, like, their ingredients for their recipes, like the secret sauce and all that, like, they are special recipes. Or flavor companies, for example, like Capella or Flavora. They have special compounds and special ways to formulate these flavors, and they don't just give out the recipes because somebody could just come off and copy of it, and it would be that one thing that differentiates them from everybody else. Because copyright law doesn't really look kindly to recipes and to like cooking, I guess, like cooking recipes. Like you could, plus DIY eJuice University, I think he just popped up. Yeah. DIY eJuice University actually said yesterday, he made a really good point. Like, they could take one recipe and tweak, like, say my raspberry sugar cookie recipe. I mean, they could, take 0.01% or 0.02% off of the raspberry from Flavor Art, mix it up, and that's considered a whole new recipe. You'll pretty much get the same exact result, but they can claim it as their own. Just like Walmart has Girl Scout cookies. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Walmart legitly has Girl Scout cookies, like the Thin Mints and the peanut butter ones and whatever they're called, but they have them and they taste exactly the same. And I'm betting the recipe is off just by a hair. And even if it wasn't, there's a hard chance that they're going to be able to fight that in court. So it's a damn shame. So let me put this as a piece of advice. If you guys are planning to make a business out of DIY and you want to further down the line make a business from it, although the FDA, that's not looking good, but even if you are, those specific recipes, and I'm not saying all recipes, but those specific recipes have separate recipes for those that you really want to make your own business out of. And keep them close to you. Do not put them on public servers. Do not put them in the public domain. And that's all I have to say about that. I mean, Don't get me wrong, especially if you're in a position like mine where you're trying to help the community, you can't just do that because you still have to help people. Like, my aim at JFM Development is to help the community, bring you guys recipes, bring you guys like what I know about mixing and my experiences. So I can't do that with 100% of my recipes. There's going to have to be somewhere I do it, and then later down the line, I might have a couple where I'll be like, okay, I'll put these aside for a rainy day if I decide to go into business and sell one-shots or e-juice. But with the FDA looking, it's not looking good. And I have no plans for that right now, but ELR is making a really big conundrum for the community, making you kind of question, should you post on ELR or should you post on another site, or like, they really kind of like put a fire into all like the big mixers and every mixer for that matter. They're making them second guess it, and it's not right. I don't know. It's a shitty situation. Let's see what I missed. I can't fight, but I can sue. Like, yeah, it's true. You can try. John Phenom says, well, first I'd like to say a special thank you for the mixers who released their awesome recipes. Yes. Yeah, like, that's one of the struggles, too. Like, you're going to have a lot of mixers questioning themselves, hey, should I release this recipe? Shouldn't I? But that's if their motives are strictly for, like, business. But if they're in that to, like, help the community, too, they're going to still release good recipes. Because it's really not about the money for a lot of us. Really, it's about just, like, when I make a good liquid, I'm not thinking about money. Like, for example, again, I'm going to say the raspberry sugar cookie because I can't get enough of this stuff. But I was vaping the raspberry sugar cookie after I made it. And then a week down the line, I was vaping again. I tweaked it. I vaped it again. And it was so good. I just couldn't stop talking about it. And the first thing I wanted to do is release it to you guys. Not thinking about, hey, should I hold on to it? Should I worry about money? I'm not thinking about that. I'm just thinking about sharing my joy of my creation with you guys. And I hope a lot of mixers will feel the same way, but it is a shitty situation. Crispy says, last question, do I have to sign in when rating recipes on ELR? Yes, of course you have to sign in on ELR to rate recipes, Chris. DIY E-Juice University says, yeah, it's a damn shame, John. Yeah, a horrible situation. Carl Jones says, I want to vape DIY as I don't want to line elite corporations' pockets. I know. That's why a lot of us end up going to DIY, because those corporations are making so much money off of us already. Crispy says, I've always felt the same. Some people are always going to be money hungry and lazy as hell. They're always going to steal others' recipes. I know. No matter what, as I said, no matter what, you're putting stuff on a public server in the public domain. Someone's going to come after it. There's always that risk. And it's happening right now. Like, there are companies all over the world, alright? And I would not be surprised one bit. We find more out and out every day when another DIYer happens to go into a vape shop, tries liquid, and being like, oh wait, this tastes exactly like this DIY juice I mixed up the other day. Like, it happens all the time and all around the world. It's not just the United States, it's everywhere. Jack Stroman says, with Vapor Depot, they won't take any recipe. They will only take recipes off a well-known mixer and use their name to market the product. That's when copyright is breached. They do not have the IP. Yeah, I know they did that with that Ellie, that mixer. They used her name, and I guess there was a couple others that they didn't even use their name, but they took their recipe and their description of the recipe. But yeah, they were supposedly using the name of the mixer to help sell it too. I mean, there's one thing when they're giving credit and they're actually, the mixer is in on it and they know what's going on, but there's another thing all entirely when they have no idea what the hell's going on. Zesty Babe says, who shops at Walmart? Let's see. Crispy is saying the only way to stop it is keep everything private, but bad thing in that you'll hurt new mixers. No, I know. And there were some mixers that actually found out about this, and I'm not naming names, and I'm not, faulting anybody, but there were some mixers that found out about this and right away put everything on private. And you know what? Honestly, I can't blame them for being pissed off. I cannot. I mean, you have an expectation that, when you make a recipe, it's yours, and that it's yours to share and to get credit for it because you put all the work in. Now, when someone steals that from you, steals your pride, I mean, it hurts. I mean, it does. It does. Especially for a lot of us that put time into it, But you know what? You can't really think like that. You just gotta move on. I mean, the only reason why I'm not gonna stop posting on ELR is because it's the best way to share things with you guys. Otherwise, I'd probably use another platform, but honestly, I tried all the flavors before, and I don't really like the setup, and I understand you have to pay for it, but, I don't know. I'm already set up in eLiquid recipe, so I'm just using that. I don't need to use 2 different public servers and public recipe things. I'm already mainly using my phone one, and then ones that I share with you guys, which I usually try to bring you out a couple recipes a week, if not one a week, and, I'll put that on ELR, and that'll have to be good, and I don't know. John Fiona says, I feel like vaping raspberry sugar cookie. You should, man. Stuff is delicious. Carl Jones says, at JFM, I plan to make a business sometime next year. John in the UK. The apple pie I tried was off a local guy who's a DIYer supplying local vape shops. Okay, let's see. Alrighty. Alright. So let's talk about the mixing. Let's get down to the mixing part. Alright, so today I wanted to mix, and this was based on Larry or Country Living. By the way, just so you guys know, which you guys probably already do, but there are some great DIYers in the chat right now. There's also some new DIYers that are starting to do DIY on their channel, such as Gentleman Z Liquid. There's Zesty Vapes. He's an awesome DIYer. And there's also Country E-Liquid, or Country Living, sorry. He's actually the one who gave me this idea. But make sure you guys go check those people out and subscribe to them if you like their content. But check them out. They're starting to do a lot of DIY stuff on their channel. But I was actually in a Zoom chat with Country Living, and I was trying to brainstorm ideas about what to mix up today. And something kind of was like, oh yeah, that actually sounds really good. And basically, it's peanut butter cookie. I want to make a nice peanut butter cookie. So, let's talk about the flavors that I picked up that I would think will make a great peanut butter cookie, just like Grandma's. Alright, so I grabbed a whole bunch of flavors that I think I want to put in, and we'll go over them one by one, and we will put them into the eLiquid calculator together, and it'll kind of show you how to use eLiquid for ELR in case any of you folks are new. Alright, so let me pull up ELR, and we'll go over the flavors. Make sure I'm signed in. Yep, I'm signed in. I'm going to do create recipe. John Phenom, what are you talking about? No liquid barn, John. I'm not sure what you're talking about, John Phenom. Alright, so I'm going to share the right desktop. And we're going to create a recipe. Call it peanut butter cookie. Alright. Alright, so the ingredients I want to use today is, for the peanut butter, I want to use TFA peanut butter. It's probably the best peanut butter I've used so far. I do have Flavor peanut butter, but I'm still getting to know it, so I figured I would just use with TFA for now. I'm also probably going to use some Flavor Art cookie, some TFA vanilla bean ice cream, some Flavor West cake batter dip, some Capella sugar cookie, some acetylpyrazine, and maybe some marshmallow, and maybe some Bavarian cream. And that's how I'm planning to make my sugar cookie. Alright, so I'm going to make a 10 ml batch, and we're going to make it 3 milligrams. I'm going to do max VG. Let's do the peanut butter first. And why is it always DX that comes up? Whatever, I'm just going to use DX. See, and this is like, amongst the things to hate about ELR is their stupid autofill system. It works for shit. So it's really regular peanut butter, but it's going to say DX because I don't like their autofill system. And you get yelled at no matter what you do by ELR users, so I'm just going to use that. I'm probably going to use peanut butter, maybe 4%, I'm thinking. I think that's my range I usually like to stay with peanut butter. And then next I'm going to do cookie from FA. Wow, I am dropping shit all over the place. Mods. Okay. There we go. And I'm gonna do that 1%. And then I'm gonna do cake batter dip. This flavor is phenomenal, guys. This cake batter dip. Here we go. Veronica Rose says at JFM, we don't have Liquid Barn flavors. We want to know what your favorite flavors are so we can make an order. Oh, okay, excellent. Liquid Barn flavors. Ones that I absolutely love and think are worth picking up from Liquid Barn would be strawberry cheesecake from Liquid Barn, their white chocolate peppermint from Liquid Barn, creme brulee from Liquid Barn, their blue raspberry. A lot of people like that. I think it's good too. I also like their rainbow sherbet. Baker's Touch is definitely an excellent one. And also their vanilla bean ice cream is really good too. And then of course they have some ones too, like their cream, their fresh cream, their snickerdoodle. Those last three, those ones are good, but there are better ones for that out there. But the first ones I told you, like the strawberry cheesecake, the white chocolate peppermint, the creme brulee, the blue raspberry, and the vanilla bean ice, the vanilla ice cream, those ones are like excellent. Definitely stand out. Okay, so cake batter dip from Flavor West. I'm going to use this to kind of make the cake gooey. I'm going to make this at, do this at 3% because it's a weaker flavor. And then I'm going to do sugar cookie from Capella. I shouldn't be lagging. Try refreshing. I'm actually running off of really fast internet and I've never had a problem with lagging. So try refreshing. You might be fine. Alright, so sugar cookie from Capella. I really like this one. I'm going to do this one. Actually, maybe should I do that too? Let's see what ratios we got here. Yeah, actually, I'm bringing down cake batter. I'm going to do 2. And then I'm going to do 3 of sugar cookie. Okay, that looks better to me. That looks better. Alright, now I'm going to do dropping shit. Alright, I'm gonna do acetylpyrazine. Why do these all say 10%? Is that 5%? I'm just gonna do that one. Okay, acetylpyrazine, it's at 5% solution. It's at a 5% dilution. Don't put it in at 5%, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna do this at 0.1. Okay, and then I'm gonna do vanilla bean ice cream. I'm not gonna use Bavarian cream. I don't know why I pulled that one out. I think I was considering it if I went to do that vanilla bean ice cream, but I love ice cream better, honestly, guys. Alright, so toasted marshmallow. Now, if you guys didn't know, this is just an excellent flavor that works well in bakeries. But it's also my Frank's Red Hot of DIY. I literally put this shit in everything, or I like to try to. But it's good. If you try it, you'll know what I mean. Alright, so I'm gonna do toasted marshmallow at 1%. And then I'm gonna put vanilla bean ice cream. And I'm gonna put this at 4%. See the totals, 15, yeah, that looks good. Now I'm gonna add, see it's bakery. Yeah, super sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna do super sweets. Now I'm gonna put super sweets from Capella, and I'm going to put that in at 1%. And I'll make this public if it tastes good. Alright, so that's what we're working with, guys. That's what we're working with. Alright, so let me put this aside. Let me line these all up right. So first we're doing AP, followed by cake batter dip. Then we're doing cookie. Then we're doing peanut butter. Then we're doing sugar cookie. Then we're doing super sweets. Then we're doing toasted marshmallow. And then vanilla bean ice cream. Hey, DIY Vapor. What's up? What's going on, Chris? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome to the stream. John and porn, I just threw up in my mouth. What are you guys talking about, man? All the money I pay Comcast for internet, I should be able to watch. No lag. I don't know why it's happening. You know what? Sometimes it has nothing to do with your internet speed. Sometimes it just has to do with like your flash memory and stuff like that. Just saying. So maybe like refreshing your browser sometimes like frees up space, sort of, in your memory. Or if you have like tons of windows open and stuff like that. Alright, so I'm going to move into the cam and then we're going to mix this thing up. So let me just put this recipe over here. Alright. Great, my windows just went away. Freaking hate when that happens. No need OBS. There we go. Alright, that's looking good. Alright, let me change the mics. Alright guys, so I'm just going to put on my gloves. I hope this tastes good, because I'm really wanting a good peanut butter cookie, babe. Oh, I gotta get a bottle, just bear with me 1 second. got the bottle, guys. Got the bottle. Now, always, if you're mixing and using nicotine, you should probably wear gloves just as a safety precaution. I mean, what you do in your own home is your own thing, but you don't want to get that stuff on your skin, believe me. It's not good times, guys. Alright. So we get the scale on. Now, the first ingredient we're using is acetylpyrazine. Now again, I just put this in at 0.1. It's just to help with the bakery and like the cookie notes on it. So I'm literally just putting a drop in here. It's literally 0.01, but usually I put AP 1 drop per 10 ml, and I'm making a 10 ml, so I'm just putting literally 1 drop. And I've had this bottle, this 30 ml bottle, for a long time. Like when you're buying acetylpyrazine, guys, you only need a small bottle. I'm telling you, it'll last you forever. That's literally all she wrote. Like the scale doesn't even pick up on it. That's so how little it is, right? So next up is cake batter dip from Flavor West. Excellent, excellent flavor, guys. It tastes like the doughiness of a cake. It tastes like cake batter, honestly. And it's definitely a flavor you should get. It's not too expensive. It's one of the cheaper ones. Worth picking up for sure. I'm just using this to try to make it a gooey peanut butter cookie. So I'm using this in at 2% or 0.21 grams. So that's 0.21. There we go. Cake batter dips in. Sorry, I just got tagged. Let me just see what that is. It's a hard to hear me. I'll change it to my other microphone. Maybe it's better. I don't know if you guys can hear me better now, but I'll just use this microphone. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you guys. Alright, next up is FA Cookie. I'm using this at 1%, again, to help build that cookie base. So at 1%, it's 0.11 grams. There we go, cookies in. Get it out. Next up is the peanut butter. Now, obviously, you guys know what the peanut butter is all about. It's a peanut butter cookie. So we're using this today at 4% or 0.40 grams. There we go. Now, there is like, this flavor is a good peanut butter flavor. It's one of the best that I've come across so far. But the thing with TFA peanut butter is it does seem to die off within steep. Like, after a time, it does die off, like the peanut butter flavor. So, when you're using TFA peanut butter, it's definitely one of the ones where you have to vape sooner than later. You don't want it just sitting on your shelf forever. It will die down. Alright, followed up by Capella Sugar Cookie. The best sugar cookie that you can get. I'm telling you, it's the best. Alright, and this is at 3%, or 0.31 grams. Okay, there we go. Capella Sugar Cookies in. Get that out. Next up is the Super Sweet, and the self-explanatory. This is just to sweeten up the vape. Again, not 100% necessary if you don't like sweetener and you don't like sweet juices, but I love to vape sweet juices, so I'm putting sweetener in. So in this case, it's in at 1% or 0.11 grams. Okay, there we go. Super Sweet is in. Followed by Toasted Marshmallow. And toasted marshmallow is in at 1% or 0.11 grams. There we go. Toasted marshmallows in. Now for the base, I like to put ice cream for the base so it gets really creamy and thick. That's right, I said thick. But yeah, ice cream does that very well. It's among the most thickest, besides custards, obviously. But it has the flavor without getting so eggy. It's really nice. I'm starting to really become partial to ice cream vapes, like using vanilla bean ice cream as the base to get things really creamy. It's been really working well. So today, and especially works great with cookies. Ice cream and cookies works phenomenal. All right, so I'm using this today at 4% or 0.42 grams. Okay, there we go. Vanilla bean ice cream's in. Now we're using nicotine. I'm using 100 milligram Nic suspended NPG. I want to make sure you shake it very well before you put it in your bottle. And make sure you're wearing gloves when you're using this, and you don't want to get it on your skin. Keep it away from children and pets, and just take it slow. Make sure you try to get as accurately as possible. You don't want to be over nicking your juice, because then you'll be getting Nic rushes and all that other stuff. You don't need any of that. So take it slow. In this case, I'm doing 3 milligrams, so this calls for 0.31 grams in a 10 ml bottle. So 0.31. That's it. And last but not least, the VG. And the VG calls for 10.21 grams, but this is a very small bottle, so I'm just going to fill it to a point where I can still mix it without it overflowing. So it'll probably be 1 gram less, but that's okay. Yeah, so right here, I'm about 1 gram left, but now it gives me a little bit room so I can stick my NorPro mixer in there and mix it up very well. If you're looking for the NorPro mixer, make sure you check out the links in the description down below. You can get it. Helps mix things up very easy without getting you the hand cramps. Now I'm going to switch over to the camera so I can see the chat and mix it up, and then we'll drip it and we'll taste it. Alrighty. Oh, $5 donation. Randy, thanks for the $5 donation, man. He said, thanks for your time to help us small-time DIYers. Here's a little help you out to keep up the awesome site going. Thank you very much for your $5 donation, man. I really appreciate it. You're the man. Let me get these gloves off. These gloves, I have fat fingers and I get sweaty hands. Just being honest, guys. Just being honest. Okay. Alright, let me move this over. I rearrange my windows and I'll mix this bad boy up. Alrighty. DIY. Alright, DIY Vapor. I'll see you later, man. Can't wait to watch the new video when it comes out. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Got some drippage going. See, I'm telling you, man. Next, when I get my order of bottles in, I'm getting bigger ones because this one doesn't give me a lot of room to mix with. They keep overflowing. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Make sure if you guys aren't subscribed or had never heard of DIY Vapor, go check out his channel. He's definitely an awesome guy, awesome down-to-earth English fella. He's a cool guy to watch. No nonsense type of dude. Ooh, it's smelling promising, guys. You know what? Capella peanut butter is actually one I have not tried yet, believe it or not. I think I said it already, but I really hate this bottle with a passion. Now let me see what we're working with here, if I can grab it. Alright, I think we're as good as we're gonna get. Alright, shut this off. Alrighty. Now, what are we gonna drip it on? It smells divine, you guys. It smells divine. Yeah. I mixed it up real good. Don't you worry, gentlemen. Don't you worry your brain. Alright. This smells good. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna drip on this one because I'm gonna rebuild this one. I just got some new cool coils. I got some triple core fused Claptons, and I got some, what are they, Caterpillar coils, and they're mighty tasty, guys. They are mighty tasty. Alright, I think we're good to go. Alright, let's drip this bad boy. See if we got a winner chicken dinner. Alright. Now again, this goes without saying, but if you guys are new, you might not know this. Now, no matter what I think of this vape, this is one of those types of vape that do require steeping. There is bakeries, there's ice creams. It will definitely benefit from time. It'll get thicker, it'll get creamier, it will get, the bakery notes will become more pronounced, but definitely takes time. So no matter what you do, you gotta give it time. But we're gonna see how it tastes right now. It'll give us a great idea of where the direction this vape is going. It also brings up another good point before I start to vape on it. Is it's very important as a DIYer to know when to let go of a flavor, okay? Like when you're mixing up a recipe, if you try it right away, don't throw it out. Like, alright, so if you're trying it right away and it doesn't taste good, okay? Don't throw it out, let it steep and just see how it changes. Sometimes it might change for the good, but most of the time it won't. But don't get locked into a certain recipe if you know it's not doing good. Try again, because usually you can get most of your thought and opinion on a juice when you first vape it. That's not always the case, but 9 times out of 10 it is. It's pretty good. See, this is a perfect example. See, I think this tastes great now, but here's the thing. There are different type of DIYers out there, and it was actually funny that I'm going to mention this now because I was kind of talking about this with Gentleman's E-Liquid and trying to explain it to him. But there are a lot of different type of vapors out there. There are vapors who like that punch flavor in your face. Like they love strong, deep flavor where it's like really strong. And then there's other vapors who like more mellowed, toned down flavor. And this is a perfect example of this. A lot of people would think this recipe as it stands right now is delicious. It has everything. It has the creaminess from the ice cream. It has the cookie. It has the cookie notes. It does no longer taste like a sugar cookie. It actually tastes like a peanut butter cookie, exactly how you would like it. But here's where that steeping and the two different kind of vapors come in. Okay, this one might steep out and it might taste exactly how I want it to be, punch peanut butter flavor in your face. But as I'm trying it right now, the peanut butter seems good, but maybe to somebody who doesn't like a punch in your face peanut butter, I want a really peanut buttery peanut butter cookie. You know what I mean? So right now, I would say I need more peanut butter. But to some other vapors, they might be like, dude, that's perfect the way it is. Why are you doing anything to it? So you kind of basically have to mix based on your profile and what you like in a mix. And actually, I might end up keeping it like this because then again, too, is a lot of savory vapes you get sick of really fast because it's too much of that in your face, like flavor. So maybe it's good that it's a little bit toned down, but that's what I'm getting right now. I'm getting the cookie notes out of it for sure, and I'm getting that non-steep vanilla bean ice cream flavor. And the reason why I'm saying non-steep vanilla bean ice cream flavor is because vanilla bean ice cream, you know, starting after like day 3, that stuff really starts to thicken out. Like it coats your mouth. It's a really thick cream base, and that's why vanilla bean ice cream is excellent. If you like thick vapes, you definitely want to use vanilla bean ice cream or custard. And that's what I'm getting right now. I'm getting the thin down version of that, so I definitely know that's going to thicken up. I know those bakery notes are going to shine. I can taste them. I can taste a little bit of the FA cookie finishing off that sugar cookie, and that peanut butter kind of supporting it and kind of giving you that peanut butter flavor. But that peanut butter is very it's not punch in your face peanut butter. It's there, it's noticeable, it's distinguishable, but it's not overpowering in any way. And you know what? I think I'm just going to let this one steep because I have a feeling this one's going to surprise me. It's really good though. And what I'll do is I will make this recipe public. If you guys want to mix a 10 ml batch of it, you're more than welcome to. I'm pretty sure all the flavors I used are not anything too crazy, so they should be obtainable. Nothing too big or anything. So I'll make this one public so you guys can mix it up if you want to. I will probably update the Facebook group, letting you guys know how it steeps out and how it comes out. Now, for the 2K giveaway, as I said before, you have to, well, you should probably be subscribed to the channel, but most importantly, make sure you follow me on Instagram and use the hashtag JFM2K. And yeah, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe on the videos. And if you need anything for your DIY arsenal, make sure you check out the links in the bottom. I think that about wraps it up, guys. Make sure you're part of the JFM Development Just Friggin' Mix group. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I think that does it. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.